Time. Time is a funny thing. The past. The future. It all gets mixed up. The world needs the Avatar. It needs you, Aang.
Avatar: The Last Airbender is set in an Asian and Arctic-inspired world in which some people can telekinetically manipulate one of the four elements, water, earth, fire, or air, through practices known as bending, inspired by Chinese martial arts. The only individual who can bend all four elements, the Avatar, is responsible for maintaining harmony among the world's four nations and serves as the link between the physical world and the spirit world. The setting of the series takes place in a world ravaged by war, drawing inspiration from Asian and indigenous American cultures. Aang, known as the Avatar and the last surviving Airbender, serves as a link between the mortal and spirit realms. Unlike others, he possesses the rare ability to bend all four elements, making him a crucial figure in maintaining balance and harmony in the world.
I chased down every hint of the Avatar. It's my destiny.
Aang now faces the daunting task of thwarting the ambitions of the militaristic Fire Nation, who seek to conquer the world. Accompanied by his newfound allies, Katara and Sokka, Aang embarks on a journey to master the four elements. However, he must also evade capture by Zuko, the exiled crown prince of the Fire Nation, who is determined to capture Aang and restore his lost honor. The series is set to debut on Netflix on February 22nd, 2024, and will consist of 8 episodes.
I'm not someone who can stop the Fire Nation. I don't want the responsibility.
You don't have to do this alone. You have me, Tara, and a flying ball of fur. What more do you need?
The new series Halo aims to delve into the vast universe and narrative of the popular Halo game franchise. It is anticipated that the show will prominently feature the beloved character Master Chief and explore the ongoing conflict between humanity and the Covenant. Halo presents a grand-scale conflict set in the 26th century, pitting humanity against an extraterrestrial menace known as the Covenant. The series will skillfully interweave deeply personal stories with thrilling action, adventure, and a meticulously crafted vision of the future.
Look at your faces. I do not see defeat. No! And I do not see surrender.
The protagonist, a human who was abducted by the Covenant at a young age, spent a decade living among the alien species, acquiring their language, and potentially earning their respect. Eventually, she becomes a spy for the Covenant, sent back to humanity with the mission to gain their trust and undermine their operations. Developed by Kyle Killen and Stephen Kane, is an American military science fiction television series exclusively available on the streaming service Paramount+. The talented cast includes Pablo Schreiber as Master Chief, along with Natasha McElhone, Shabana Azmi, Bokeem Woodbine.
I need Master Chief. We all do.
I know that I've lived a relatively comfortable life.
The television series is based on the popular video game Fallout, which takes place 200 years after the apocalypse. The narrative revolves around a community of individuals residing in luxurious Fallout shelters who are compelled to return to the irradiated wasteland that their ancestors abandoned. To their astonishment, they encounter an intricately complex, delightfully bizarre, and exceedingly violent universe. This universe is the aftermath of an apocalyptic nuclear exchange in an alternate history.
You need to go home. Vault dwellers are an endangered species. I do not think You would be willing to do what it takes to survive up here.
A young woman from one of the many vaults leaves behind her familiar life to venture into the perilous and savage wasteland of a devastated Los Angeles. Fallout is an upcoming American post-apocalyptic drama television series co-created by Geneva Robertson-Dworet and Graham Wagner and developed by Lisa Joy. The primary cast includes Ella Purnell as Lucy, a young vault dweller, and Aaron Moten as Maximus, a squire of the Brotherhood of Steel. The series is set to premiere on Amazon Prime Video on April 12, 2024.
Biggest and most prestigious auction house in Paris. Across the street lives Monsieur Polignac, director of the auction house.
A few years before the events of the money heist, Berlin committed a burglary, stealing $44 million in jewels and framing the one who provided the security for it. The series is primarily set in Paris. Similar to the first money heist concept, the new series is also centered around a meticulously planned heist, with all the necessary precautions taken into account. However, unlike the original series, which primarily focused on the actual robbery and occasionally provided glimpses into the personal lives of the robbers to divert our attention from the intense heist sequences, Berlin predominantly revolves around the romantic relationships of its main characters.
What we want is to follow the catacombs of Paris.
In fact, the heist itself involves the daring theft of $44 million worth of jewels from a heavily fortified vault. Things get complicated when, while spying on the victim to be framed, Berlin falls in love and gets caught obsessing over Camille, the wife of one of the men he's stalking, in hopes of getting intel about the jewelry's whereabouts. The film stars Pedro Alonso, Michelle Jenner, and Julio Peña Fernandez. The series premiered on Netflix on December 29, 2023.
The only thing that matters is that the countdown has begun.
I don't want to leave you.
I'll be fine.
I've got something for you. Nanny cam.
Why have you got me a secret camera?
You can keep an eye on Lily when you're not here.
Maya Stern is the central character in the series as she grapples with the tragic loss of her husband, Joe. Joe was brutally attacked and fatally shot by two unidentified individuals. In the aftermath of Joe's funeral, Maya takes the precautionary measure of installing a nanny cam to ensure the safety of her 2-year-old daughter, Lily. However, Maya is left astounded when she discovers footage of her deceased husband inside their home, engaging in playful interactions with Lily.
How can a dead man appear on a secret camera?
What, my dead son whom we buried? Stop this.
I think you should get help.
Detective Sergeant Sammy Kearse finds himself confronted with his own hidden truths as he takes charge of the investigation into Joe's demise. Meanwhile, Maya's quest for answers leads to conflicts with her formidable mother-in-law. In the midst of it all, Maya's niece Abby and nephew Daniel embark on a journey to uncover the real story behind their mother Claire's mysterious fate. Fool Me Once explores the enthralling intricacies of secrets and deceit, revealing their power to bring people together or tear them apart. This gripping thriller is a British television series consisting of 8 episodes, produced by Quay Street Productions for Netflix. It is based on the novel Fool Me Once, written by Danny Brocklehurst, which was originally penned by Harlan Coben in 2016. Echoes is a captivating television series set in the near future that delves deep into the exploration of the scientific manipulation of human existence. The story revolves around a group of women who intertwine their lives and embark on an exhilarating journey, unraveling the mystery of their identities and uncovering a heart-wrenching tale of love and betrayal. This series is a spin-off of the popular show Orphan Black. In Echoes, we follow the protagonist Sarah, a street-smart hustler who witnesses the suicide of a girl who bears an uncanny resemblance to her. Sarah seizes the opportunity and assumes the girl's identity, only to stumble upon a gripping conspiracy that forever alters her life.
Can you tell me what year it is? What's wrong with me?
The series takes us on a thrilling ride as Sarah unravels the secrets surrounding her newfound identity. A woman awakens with no recollection of her past. As she navigates through her confusion, she discovers herself in a world brimming with cutting-edge technology. Orphan Black: Echoes is a Canadian science fiction thriller created by Anna Fishko, based on the original series developed by John Fawcett and Graham Manson. Fans can anticipate the series premiere on AMC in 2024.
We have to figure out who we are.
Hey, it's okay.
What happened?
Your ship just crashed.
Set in the farthest reaches of the Milky Way, Beacon 23 tells the story of Aster, a government agent, and Hallen, a stoic ex-military man. Their destinies intertwine when they become trapped together inside one of the many beacons that act as guiding lights for intergalactic travelers. Each beacon is operated by a highly skilled human and a specialized artificial intelligence. Aster mysteriously finds herself in the company of the solitary beacon keeper, Hallen, leading to a gripping battle of wills. As Hallen begins to question Aster's true intentions, her ability to conceal her motives and agenda poses a formidable challenge.
Something wrong? The beacon keeper is uncooperative and hostile. He's hiding something.
Beacon 23, a psychological thriller series in the genre of American science fiction, was developed by Zach Penn. The series is an adaptation of Hugh Howey's short story series with the same title. Ina Heedy and Stephen James play the lead roles in this captivating show. It is a collaborative effort between Spectrum and Boat Rocker Media, resulting in a remarkable co-production.
I'm Detective Victor Forst from the Zakopane Police. The deceased is a victim of suicide.
So was it a suicide or a murder, Victor?
Did you murder this guy, maybe?
The Tatra Mountains are set to become the backdrop for a heinous act of murder, as the investigation is led by the astute and efficient detective, Victor Forst. The mountains will soon witness a series of brutal killings, with Victor Forst at the helm of the investigation. The investigation commences as a result of the finding of a deceased individual in the Tatra Mountains, prompting the experienced Detective Forst to take charge. Despite Forst's unconventional approaches, the situation takes a sinister twist, entangling a complex network of previous traumas, conspiracies, and an enigmatic murderer known as the Beast of Jaiwan.
This guy was tortured, strangled.
Meaning whoever did this left a clue.
Are you in charge of this case?
He is.
Detective Forst, the captivating Polish crime drama on Netflix, immerses viewers in a thrilling expedition across the Tatra Mountains. Detective Victor Forst delves into horrifying murder cases, unraveling a complex web of intrigue. With its intricate storyline, surprising alliances, and unwavering quest for justice, the series offers an enthralling experience.
You'll understand everything about me.
Apple TV Plus has exciting updates for viewers who are currently enjoying one of the most promising new shows of the year, Silo, adapted from Hugh Howey's Will book series, the story of the last 10,000 people on Earth. In a massive underground bunker called the Silo, a community thrives without knowing their history. Men and women live in a big 144-level underground with several guidelines, which they accept are set up to save them from the toxic and ruined world on the surface. The Silo is so large that it requires one whole day to stroll from the high level to the base. However, no one in the silo knows why they are there, who built the silo, or when it will be safe to go outside. If anybody tried to investigate, it follows death. The tragedy began when Juliet, the engineer, sent to outside for cleaning the silo. She observes something and starts to uncover a conspiracy that runs far deeper in the silo than she could have ever imagined. Silo is an American science fiction dystopian drama television series created by Graham Yost based on the series of novels of the same name by author Hugh Howey.
We do not know why we are here. We do not know who built the silo and why we are underground. We only know the world outside our sanctuary is death.
Mike Flanagan, highly anticipated new horror series creator, now came with renewed story, The Fall of the House of Usher. He is the creative mind behind it, as well as other shows like The Haunting of Hill House, The Midnight Club, and The Haunting of Bly Manor. Inspired by an 1839 Edgar Allan Poe short story with the same name, The Fall of the House of Usher, the story centers on Usher family right after Roderick Usher, the wealthy and powerful CEO of corrupt pharmaceutical company Fortunato Pharmaceuticals, lost all 6 of his children from oldest to youngest as Roderick nears the conclusion of his story, which jumps back and forth between his early years working at Fortunato and the events that led up to each of his children's deaths. He finally arrives at the fateful night that changed everything. From the start of the first episode of The Fall of the House of Usher, we know that all of Roderick Usher's children are dead. It's the how and the why of their deaths that plays out over the course of Mike Flanagan's new horror anthology series. The series follows 2 timelines, the first taking place from 1953 to 1980, recounts Roderick and his twin sister's subsequent rise to power, while the second during the last 2 weeks of Usher family leading up to the discussion, revealing the truth behind the deaths of Roderick's children. The Fall of the House of Usher is an American Gothic horror drama television miniseries.
Are we safe?
If we don't stop her, you won't have a family left.
Frankly, I think you've forgotten what I am.